all my melodies.
This is real. That long distance girlfriend I brought up, I ran over her D3 volleyball team with my Ford Escape.
All 10 of the players.
No, dead ass. I know you might think I'm kidding, and I'll tell the story. So we talked about, being able to visit your girl. And I had dated this girl over the summer. We
First impression.
Yeah, no, Messi. Yeah, no, trust me. When I get through this story, you're going to be dying. Messi comes to Chicago to play with Argentina against Panama in the Copa America Cup. I take this girl. He scores a hat trick. If there was ever a sign that I was meant to fall in love, that was it. I go to a Cubs game with her. I go to Six Flags. We went to California. That's how I met her. She's like a family friend of my cousin, and we went on a family vacation. She got to bring her. Just a crazy summer if you think about it.
Yeah, for real.
Like just packing in memories at a rate that is absurd. But she played D3 volleyball, and we played sand volleyball all the time the summer before. At this point, it was starting to get like, we need to visit. It was fading a little bit. You know what? She didn't have a car, and she was a freshman in college. I was a sophomore, and it was her first season of volleyball. So I'll come watch you play. Let me know when you have the next game. She went to a school outside St. Louis.
Yeah. So
I was in Oxford, 6-hour drive. Fraternity had a rush. And I was just like, hey guys, won't be there. I got fined for it and everything, but whatever. So
how do you go from that to running further?
You'll see. I shouldn't have given away what happened, but it is absolutely so funny. I'm always really good with the ability to make a good impression on people's friends.
Yeah.
So you introduce me to your girlfriend, I would be able to click with her really quickly. Yeah. I have a natural pop with people.
Yeah, no, definitely.
When I was on FaceTime with my ex, I would be able to knock a quick joke out of the park with her team. So her team kind of knew me.
Yeah.
And so it's a very easy way to make a long distance relationship easier on yourself, is because if the friends are, we like Aaron, then they're not going to be like, yo, fuck your long distance boyfriend. Let's go turn up. Who cares if he wants to FaceTime you? But if they're like, yo, we love Aaron. Aaron's funny. FaceTime him. Let's see what he's up to. Whew, way better. So then it's been a couple months. I didn't want to go too soon, because when you're a freshman in college, she was a freshman. It was her first semester.
Yeah.
You don't want to show up and be like, yeah, I'm the long distance boyfriend who's a sophomore. Ruin her new experience.
Yeah,
Who is this dirtbag older sister? Yeah, I'm not going to come for a couple months. Settle in, meet some friends, do whatever. So it was third month, October, November. I don't know. It was late in the semester. We were like a couple weeks out ahead of finals, whatever. I was like, I'll come up. And she had a game. And oh my gosh, everyone is so excited to meet you. And part of being good with people is you put this natural pressure on yourself. You're like, okay, well, now I got to perform. Now I got to be awesome. And so for me, I grew up, I didn't have many relationships. Legitimately, I'm like the kiss of death for girls. Yeah. I talked to 4 girls in high school. 3 of them are now single moms, and the other one is a lesbian. and there's nothing wrong with any of those things. At all. Except for how it reflects on me.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Every girl that talked to me and like it didn't go well afterwards was like, you know what?
Yeah, let me just
I'm gonna go have a kid with someone else, because I cannot ever risk having a kid like Aaron be the father of my kid.
Let me like girls.
Next kid I see is just like, hey, you're gonna be the father of my kid, because if there's any chance that someone like Aaron Burnside is the father of my kids, whatever. And the other girl was just like, yep, that's it for guys. I've had enough. So I'm finally in a relationship that's going really well, and her friends like me. Yeah. And okay.
So you're there.
Don't ruin this, right? And I watch all the romantic comedies. I am locked in. The Notebook, Crazy Stupid Love, whatever it is. I know exactly how to make a movie moment. And so I get in my car. I slam Red Bulls. I only get one chance, because if you knock it out of the park when you meet your girlfriend's friends that aren't yours, it makes your relationship so much easier. 100%. If her friends hate you, your relationship is doomed. Yeah. So find a way to make them like you. All right, I got to kill this. I start driving. She's playing like a tournament. I'm getting up there on a Saturday or whatever, Friday. I don't know. She's in a tournament midday. She's in a game. I can't figure out where the game is, but she dropped a pin, but she's playing. So I can't like get in there and see her. Yeah. I plan to see a game the next day, so I wasn't too worried about it. I just remember I'm just in my head the whole way. I'm like, I need to kill this.
In his bag.
I was okay. I was like, one, don't be weird. Just give her a kiss, give her a hug. Like, there's gonna be a lot of eyes on you. Just don't be weird. So I'm driving, and it's just like the whole way up there. One, I'm excited to see her, but 2, nervous, because like, what if these kids think I'm a weenie? If the guys that are friends with her think I'm a weenie, then they're gonna be like, oh, let's ruin this relationship. It's my time. So I need to be alpha. I need to be soft and tender. I need to be loving, and I need to be funny. And doing all this at the same time.
So let's use a car. And
I'm getting there, okay? So I'm driving up, and everything's great. Okay, I'm gonna do this. And I'm normally really good with people, just in general. And I get there, and I park, and she's got 20 minutes to play. All of a sudden, she's like, "Where are you?" Parked around the building, and now it's butterflies. Because one, I haven't seen my girl. Yeah. And I'm excited to see her.
Couple months.
And two, I'm apparently going to be greeted by the entire team in the parking lot and their head coach.
Oh my Lord.
And I didn't think about it. I struggle to dress nice. Yo, hoodie, jeans, like that's me, man. Sweatshirts. I didn't think I should probably present myself, I don't know, attractive. So like they're like, oh, that's why she's with him. I had bedhead and like a quarter zip on and like a quarter zip that was powder blue and then navy pants. So it didn't match. I literally looked like you just took a kid out of a basement where all they do is smoke weed and play Nintendo and just threw me in a car. So I'm looking at myself in the mirror. My hair's not ready. I'm actually looking through my duffel bag at this point. I gotta find some jeans because I packed for the weekend. And like looking, and I don't find anything. And I take a Dasani water bottle, pour it in my hand, try to do my hair, and I'm sitting in the car, and I'm just like, oh fuck. And then she texts me as I'm looking for jeans. We're done. Meet us out front the school. Us.
That's where it's.
I'm driving up, and I realize that this is the movie moment. I'm supposed to get out of my car, lift her up, kiss her, and just be Mr. Desirable.
You did the complete opposite.
I spent 6 hours preparing for this moment. I can do this. So I whip that car around the building, and I see her, and then I get excited. I'm like, that's my girl.
And you keep going.
And her team is behind her, so excited to see me. A couple of them are, what is this dude wearing? I stop my car. I whip the door open. I go to hug her. And in that moment, I'm lifting her up, and it's going to be great. We're going to have this kiss. I hear, oh my God!
The car, did you put it in park?
Your boy did not put the car in park.
Oh my God.
I remember as I have her like this, I look over out of the corner of my eye, and 3 of her teammates have their hands on the hood of my car, which isn't big but isn't small. It's a Ford Escape. Just looking at me. We're gonna die.
You're kidding.
And my girl at the time has no. What's going on? I chuck her. Toss her. She was a smaller person. She was like 5'3", whatever. Athlete, like light. And she went to a religious school. I go, oh. In front of her religious school volleyball teacher. Yeet her. The red door is rolling past me because I got out and ran around the door, which if I had ran backwards, car's gone. That thing hits a car before it stops. It was like,
really?
And these girls chopping their feet, honestly, like a football workout. And the door rolls past me. Yeet. And I remember the door started to get by me. So I'm lunging into the car. I'm holding on to the top, reaching for the brake. Your boy misses the brake.
Presses the gas pedal.
I hit the gas. The girls, luckily, jump out of the way. I may have knocked one over. I go, stomp on the brake, shift it into park.
Hey, girl.
Put my head on the steering wheel. I lift my head up, and there's just 15 eyes.
That's so awkward.
Just looking at me. And I look over, and my ex is just like, yikes. I can't even describe her facial expression. I'll do my best here. It was a facial expression that was essentially, my boyfriend almost just killed my volleyball team. And I don't know what to feel about it. And I remember, and this is classic me, I'm good with people, right? Yeah. So I can save this.
Oops.
I hop out. I look at them all. I go, my bad. That was a close one. I'm Aaron. it's nice to meet you guys.
Yikes.
And I slowly walk towards my girlfriend and give her a hug as she just stands there and goes, he just almost killed my volleyball team.
Oh my lord.
And dropped a hard F-bomb in front of my religious volleyball teacher.
No wonder you guys didn't last.
And shut the f*** It had nothing to do with...
No, I'm playing.
No, but... So, and it's funny because then I meet them, and outside of the ones that I almost, ruined their life, they were pretty nice, I would say. They were quite welcoming, given the circumstances.
Yeah.
Oh, it's nice to meet you. We've heard so much. Yeah, now you'll never forget me.
Yeah.
And so I just imagine, yeah, how's things going there? And like, oh, we're fighting. Like, yeah, remember when you almost killed us? And so the volleyball coach looks at me, I've heard so much about you.
Yikes.
Yeah, and you just made your own conclusions.
Yeah.
And they're not good. You almost had to put me in tomorrow. The whole squad would have been gone. And that weekend was a comedy of errors. I mean, it ended up being fine. We had a good weekend, but
that is a story.
I just remember I packed my bag, and she had a brother that went to the school, and I couldn't stay with her, obviously. It's a religious school, so I stayed with him, but I didn't pack a towel. So I showered and just dried myself off with basketball shorts.
Yikes.
I just remember I was driving home after the weekend. I was like, I would rate this as a success.
I belong to you.
Do just what you want.